Brexit has always meant disruption, and so too now coronavirus. Maybe you can fit the pieces of the puzzle together so they make a coherent whole? Upping the rhetoric in a letter from chief negotiator David Frost, he said, "We find it perplexing that the EU is insisting on additional, unbalanced and unprecedented provisions in a range of areas as a precondition for agreement between us. We find it hard to see what makes the UK so unworthy of being offered the kind of well-precedented arrangements commonplace in modern free trade agreements."
Secretary of State Michael Gove.
Ministers making clear who's to blame.
The EU, essentially, wants us to obey the rules of their club, even though we're no longer members, and they want the same access to our fishing grounds as they currently enjoy, while restricting our access to their markets. It remains difficult to reach a mutually beneficial agreement while the EU maintains such an ideological approach.
Today was a linguistic escalation rather than a change of stance. What matters is what comes next. But many in Whitehall expect something of a blow-up in the next 6 to 8 weeks, possibly around the Northern Ireland border. Britain and Europe have signed a deal, but will Britain adhere to the obligations in that to Europe's satisfaction? If Britain and Europe can't agree over Northern Ireland, the EU has said there'll be no trade deal.
Nous sommes prêts à toutes les options.
We're prepared for all options, but I have to say, I'm not optimistic. I'm still determined, but I'm not optimistic.
Piece by piece, ministers are pursuing their Brexit game plan. But what will winning feel like? Sam Coates, Sky News.